Alla välkomna till Hopp 82 Gaming. Odyssey. Ja.
Ja, vilket spel körde du igår?
Ja.
Vilket spel körde du igår på spelplanen?
Kaka.
Jag köpte det igår.
Ja.
Ja, ska du ta match?
Ja, alltså en skid spelar nu.
Ja, jag köpte den kostar 55 spänn.
Mm.
Ja, ska vi ta en match?
Nej, jag är inne på Assassin's Creed.
På vadå? På
Assassin's
på det?
ett annat spel.
Jaha. Ja, så du vill köra?
Mm.
Nej, inte när jag kör in här i morgon bitti.
No. Hallå Alex.
Ja, när ska vi köra?
Ja.
När ska vi köra?
Ja, det är onsdagar. Nej, tisdagar så. Parkrar.
Ja, det är som du spelar.
Ja.
Fyran.
Ja.
Ska jag hoppa in i den eller? Jag köpte den. Helt.
Ja, jag spelar lite där nu.
Jag ser att det står på den.
Assassin's Creed. Mm.
Ja, jag är där nu. Jaha! Går du att köra online på den?
Nej.
Ja, fan. Alltså, när kan vi ta...
Hallå Gesson, Japan.
Du skulle gett när det går med det här spelet du klarar av.
Ja, men du kommer klara det till slut.
Men jag kommer inte in på... Nej, jag måste köpa ett del till alltså. Till den.
Ja.
Varför kan man inte köpa den hela? Jag vill att man ska köpa spelet tror jag.
Jag vet.
Jaha. Ja, nu ska vi se. Nej, det var dammaskinen. Jag har tagit bort damm.
Ja,
Ja.
damm.
Ja, satt i maskinen. Nej. Jag kommer inte in.
Ja.
Jaha, det har rökt i spelet.
Alex, vad gör du 25? November.
Nej, det är 26 idag.
25 november, då ska fest.
Ja, det funkar inte spelet.
Fest.
Kan du skicka ditt spel över till mig så kan jag testa? Jag kan inte köpa mig.
Man måste ha detta spelet.
Ja, men du vet, jag kommer inte till den här tvåkontrollen så du kan ju vänta, sitter du på live på den?
Ja. Ja. Ja, det är tisdagar, jag så 4. Tisdagar. Ja, andra spel andra dagar.
Det finns inte 2 sådana där spel. Jag tror det ska finnas 2 sådana där. Det finns några spel man kan köra online på. Ja, jag vet. Aha. Jag spelar på den också. Ja. Kostar det många som köra live? Jag ska köra live på det här.
Vilket?
YouTube-kanalen. Om jag ska köra en egen YouTube-kanal på det här spelet. Kostar det för mig då eller?
Nej, det är gratis att vara live.
Okej. Ska bara ladda ner YouTube. Där. Då gör man sen där man har laddat ner den. När man går in. Om man ska köra live på den, då gör man sen. Nu har jag laddat ner YouTube, hur gör jag sen?
Ja, du går in i spelet.
Ja, och sen... Nej, vänta, jag är på väg in nu. Okej, nu är jag inne. Vänta, jag ska på högtalaren. Okej, nej. Nej, nu ska jag vad jag sa.
Jag trycker på en liten knapp på kontrollen. Ovanför pilarna. Ja, kameran och sen till höger.
Ja, jag är inne på live. Ser du det nu?
Nej.
Jag har gjort fel igen. via posten alltså för att komma in.
Ja, det måste länka.
Blessed be the god that sent you here. I'd have been eaten alive if it weren't for you.
I don't think they'd eat you.
But they would have certainly killed me. So thank you.
I'm always happy to help someone in need.
The world could do with more like you. Especially now.
Pericles sent me. He was worried about you. You often get tied up and surrounded by snakes?
How can you joke about this? Thugs broke into my home, dragged me here, tied me up and surrounded me with these hideous creatures. They must be stopped.
The snakes?
The thugs!
Why would anyone do this?
Politicians are easy targets in these troubled times. When they tied me up, they said I was a snake. That I should die by my own kind.
Did you recognize the people who did this?
Pericles asked me to go down to the fishing district and talk with the poor and sick, to give them hope. That's how I recognized their voices.
Oh, yes.
They threw rotten food and yelled insults at me.
Jaffa.
These thugs disguised their faces, but their voices and the stench of fish were unmistakable.
Where should I look?
I couldn't see their faces, but I recognized their voices from one of the districts I visited. They're regulars at Cleon's rallies. They live in the flooded part
Imorgon
of the city, near the wall.
spelar på dator imorgon.
I'll track them down,
Imon.
Antiochos. Don't worry.
Tensions are high right now. At this rate, we'll tear each other apart within the city before the Spartans can breach the walls.
Μην η καπνιστή θύεση εντόπιοι του χιλιάριστου παντού. Ότι στα θαλάσσης πόλεμος θα παρισυρεί τα εμπορεύματα. Ότι στα θαλάσσης πόλεμος θα παρισυρεί τα εμπορεύματα.
The part of Athens I doubt Pericles is proud to talk about. There has to be a clue around here somewhere. Snakes. Like the ones that were meant to kill the
Nej.
Jews.
Ja, det finns på YouTube, men ja.
Snake bites. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident.
Jag kan hjälpa, min kompis där ute, han kan hjälpa med...
Ja, han kan göra det.
It looks like the thugs who attacked Metiochos weren't the masterminds behind this
Ja,
plot.
jag tar det på.
Ja.
This must be the house of Metiochos' attackers. But the letter proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiochos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and a body. All here.
Boraktis. We all knew the risks.
Ja,
Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
jag är live.
Why kill Metiochos with snakes?
We're prisoners in our own city because of Pericles and his crooked friends. The snake dealer told us it's time to send a message. Time they suffered.
You can't take the law into your own hands. Now I need to decide what to do with you.
Cleon says it's time we took the city back from the elite. Time to fight. Don't matter what you do to us. There will be others who follow our lead.
Måste jag logga in igen?
I know someone gave you those snakes. They used you to do their dirty work. I want to know who.
He's a real hero of Athens. No puppet of Pericles is going to stop him.
Stämmer, det där ska stämma då.
Tell me what I want to know, or I'll cut you down right now. Your cause will be
Ja.
forgotten, and so will you.
All right, all right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells his snakes from there.
Nej, det är en bokstav jag missat.
Ja, så snart han tar vägtablett.
Vägtabletter?
Ja, Jaffa.
You've crossed a line. Now you must pay the price.
We will never surrender
Ja,
to the likes of
gör
you.
det.
We will make Athens great again.
Nej.
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller.
Ja. 25 hoppas en helg då. Alexander Styrman. Välkommen. Jävla ojma.
You'll feel the sting of my venom. I'll end you, mis Dios.
Malacka! Måste... Fis också. Köpa mer racksågar. Ja, får jag göra. Racksågar.
I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight.
Mer dagsåkar.
Is this the best you've done? Get back here now! Help! It burns! Ah! God! You can't stop me!
Han! Ja, för det kan bli lite jägermassor mellan tårna. Mm.
They'll be on high alert here.
Nej, då luktar det inte gott.
You'll feel the sting of my venom. You're just going to be alright. It burns!
Han.
I will tear you limb from limb! What? Get away from me! You won't escape, Mistios! Is this the best?
Malaka!
End you, Mistios!
Malaka! Hallå, kråkan!
You can't stop me!
Du kan inte stoppa mig.
Are you trying to
Han är snart nere. Malaka!
help? It burns! You're just going to be a bother. Come back here and fight, coward!
Jag måste ha mer liv.
Pericles safe.
Så. Hell. Kråkan, har du köpt... Nej, du har inte köpt mer lagen. Det är bara Jaffa som har mer lagen.
Looks like your situation's improved since we last met.
The danger has passed for now. But while those monsters are out there, no one is safe.
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer working for
Nej, inte jag heller.
What did you do with them?
I gave them what the gods demanded.
Bara Jaffa-lunken. Ja, jag köpte den.
It pains me to see sons and
Eller hur, Jaffa-lunken?
turning against one another.
They tried to kill you. If I hadn't arrived when I did...
Gesson, Jaffa har fått ett nytt namn.
Thank you for your help, Mistios. I'll be sure to mention it to Pericles.
Jaffa-lunken?
That's everything Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians know about my mother.
45. Lugn va. Jag är lugn ja. Ja, för det ska vara snäll med en. Och då en. Nej, ja. Jag måste in och läsa. Invalid. Ja, men det blir bättre snart, Jaffa. Snart är du på benen igen. Det blir bättre. Snart är du på benen igen. Får jag gå in här eller? Hej.
Pericles welcomes you to his symposium.
Nu är det inte bra. Men det kommer bli bättre i alla fall. Ser du? En naken kvinna. Staty.
Cassandra, it's you!
Phoebe,
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here for Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
Perikles heter inte dansband Perikles.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but
Ja.
you forget about it pretty fast.
My weapons?
Ja.
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. You don't want to scare people in there.
Well... How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things?
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to
No.
think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in.
Imorgon kan du känna
You're
då.
not saying bye.
Ja, jag kör live.
Ja, imorgon.
Det som du har, du ska göra nu. Du vet man går in i partyt och så 2 kontroller. Så du kan, jag kan testa att köra. Men det kan man, om man har party med kontroller så kan man bara skicka över den bara. Eller så kollar jag på liven istället.
Ja, eller kollar du på liven?
Kommer det vara sådär för mig också sen då?
Ja.
Ger man YouTube, får man... blir man känd på YouTube-kanalen och sånt där, eller?
Ja, så länge. Ja, tills de hittar din kanal.
Men då åker man på fester med dem och festar med dem?
Nej. Nej, jag festar i YouTube.
Ja, vi hörs. Jag ser på liven.
Ja, gör vi.
Du kan säga en massa saker till mig på liven nu man ska göra sen av spelen.
Ja. Hej.
Hej.
Ja, det är ju... Assassin's Creed, det är ju... Finns ju Odyssey, finns Valhalla, finns Mirage, finns Origins. De gamla eller Assassin's Creed är inte roliga. Fan vad Cassandra är snygg i den med klänningen. Hon är snygg i den här klänningen. Inte kolla nu, Gerson.
Here, Cassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him. So
Jaffa, du visste det var... Jaffa visste vad det var för maskin.
You're not different from any of them.
Mitt klipp på andra kanalen.
These people will help me.
För växelström och... Man ska koppla.
And you've wisely dressed for the occasion.
Helvete vad mycket Jaffa skrev.
It's the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds
Ja,
the way to the
ja
future.
den är elgrejen.
Tip of the opinionated tongue.
Jaffa kunde den.
Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example.
Jag tror det är sån sak är bara kasta.
No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
Ja, han skriver in i dig. Ja, Jaffa var snabbt där.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous
Man gör
men are.
story-misson på detta. Misson så sen ska man besegra sådana camp, fästningar.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachus. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates.
Yeah,
Always
yeah.
appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Love. Ja, han ska ligga med en kille.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Mystios like you think of a party like this?
This party could be fun. Alcibiades drinks like a Spartan. Maybe he fights like one too.
If I could suggest anything, please don't start a fight. Or end one.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Hennes mamma.
Me too.
Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating air-blooded. I've had my fill.
Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point again.
A new face in Pericles' abode. Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
Did you just call me it? Watch your mouth, Athenian.
It speaks, and so feisty too. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doomed to be the only young and beautiful thing here. So, what do they call you?
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides? Now, if you'll excuse us, I was just about to dazzle this old dog with my impression of Pericles. I call it the wooden board.
The man is your host.
Under every stone hides a politician, I always say. And Pericles is no different.
Of course, I only use the terms war or God or civility in the context of what can be observed. So I can observe soldiers fighting, but does that bring me any closer to understanding war?
I haven't seen you around before, citizen. Perhaps you'd like to spare me conversing with this man of nonsense?
Sure, we can talk. What about?
Before Protagoras changed the subject, we were talking about the next great leader of Athens, Cleon.
I saw Cleon speaking at the Pnyx. He's a real man of the people.
So, you have a taste for politics. That's certainly better than most of the elitist blowhards in this house.
I take it you and Pericles aren't friends.
Hardly. Hermippos led the Tsars to have Aspasia ostracized and to see Pericles stripped of power. Not that it worked.
Yet, Pericles is the past. He's more worried about losing a few precious statues than he is fighting and winning the war. Cleon will rule this city and return it to greatness. Mark my words.
I'm looking for clues to help me find a woman. She was Spartan.
Looking and finding...
Hennes mamma, Cassandras mamma.
Wouldn't you say? I could observe a priest offering sacrifice to the gods. But does that mean, in so doing, that I have myself found God? Or...
Oh, forget it. If you're an ally of Cleon, why would Pericles invite you?
You're not from Athens, outsider. Here, we keep our enemies closest of all.
Why isn't Aspasia here?
Can you be certain she isn't? To observe her presence is still no guarantee that she is here.
In my opinion, it's just like her to cower in the shadows while we stand out here in the light.
This has been useless. Here.
Oh.
Thank you for
Αληθώς και χαριτωμένος. Ουκ έστι ώστι σου χαιρετίζει ώρα. Άπαντας και έφνησε φέρει την ουρά του κοινός και... Αυτόν στο πρόθυρο. Αναγνωρίσε τούτο.
And so it isn't the rich and powerful, but the gods who are the source of justice?
Have you been listening to nothing I say?
Det är hon. Ingenting här.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Nej.
Spare me. I'm only looking for clues to help me find a Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous Xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
Ja. Tjena Alexander styrman. Hej, Cornelis.
So we get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen.
Kitchen. Här finns ingen snabbmat och pulvermos på den tiden.
You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never
Här
just
lagar
anything
man all mat på grunden.
Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams
Ja, farsan.
banal young
Helvete vad tråkigt. Det finns ingen fotmat på den tiden.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see
Play.
any distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I've come to get your finest dry wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
It's come back for more. Care to see my impression of Protagoras? I call it the flapping bladder.
I'm sure she wouldn't.
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though...
Quickly, bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm only here because I'm searching for something.
And yet it gave us the distinctive...
Ja. Jaha, GS sökte på nätet.
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Euripides seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
Why don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize to you.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family. He just needs time to recover from his outburst.
Pericles has invited all of you here for some reason.
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician. A horrible voice, bad breeding, and vulgar manners.
To Dionysos.
Supa dem fulla under bordet.
This is delicious.
This is nectar of the gods. Another round.
How about some more?
Where did you find this delicious wine? It must be Pericles' finest.
You know what they say, good wine makes good friends.
Ready for another?
This is the best
No, det är de fulla.
I've been to in a while.
You know what? I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it.
Sjunga för...
Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
Ah, the Mystios from the ostracism. Let's talk later.
You're back.
This has been...
Έτσι πολλά παρελιλήθα συνάνεφο ψωμιδικών πιστηρίων. Γιατί αυτό στράβει κάρια. Αίγυπτος ότι συμμορία την άκρη περιοχή λιμένεται.
Badrummet.
Τη βοηθεία σκευοφύλακος.
How's Euripides?
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens.
Hallå Tomba! Den gamla runk.
I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Drink up.
Dionysos, there you are. Everyone else here is boring. Let's play a...
What did you have in mind? Let's do this.
I want to play too, but who should start?
Nu ska alla börja sjunga. Vilken låt?
I think you should, Aristophanes.
Fine, fine. But let's do a good one. A battle song?
Is there any other kind?
At the flick of a limb comes Aspasia's whim, and Pericles' walls aim to contain us all within.
The Spartan hordes outside eat your cattle and children alive. They dance at your walls. They don't rain, but they squall.
Pericles guarantees death for us all.
Oh, so bring your merchants and bring their butlers. If they be sons, they bring their fathers. This is war, war, war.
Bring your murderers to the crimson quiver. Bring the helots if they be spillers. It is war, war, war.
Collect your weak and collect your sinners. Line them up at the phalanx dinner. This is war, war, war.
If they want blood, then blood you'll give them.
I'll stab their guts and let them spill it. This is war, war, war.
The stupid sweepers, the genius teachers, all just meats and juice and liver.
When our wars are done, after lives are lost and blood has run, we must rejoin our broken daughters and our sons. Reunited together, we will be one.
Enough, enough! You're a great singer.
The best! You should act in my plays.
Here, take this to remember the occasion. This party has turned out
Cassandra har spinrong sångröst. Hon kan ju sjunga. Jo, mamma.
Find Hippocrates in Argos. I'm sure you will.
Vad ska jag göra nu?
You're back.
This has...
Upp. En upp. Jag behövde fiskluft. Ja, inte heller. Nein.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her.
Ja, fan, satte han på en get, Tompa. Ja, nu Gesa får du blunda. Gesa, nu får du blunda.
Such aggression.
Jag har fina ben där inne.
Has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
Är det en bordell eller?
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I only came to the symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
After your display earlier, it's probably safer I get the oil.
Obedient, too. I knew I liked you. Don't take too long. If you don't get the oil soon, all our fun will end.
Var fan finns olja?
Just can't stay away.
You've grown up in Pericles' home, and yet...
No one is like Pericles. And he's only slightly more serious than you. Which is why tonight is a fine time to celebrate what may be our last taste of...
When you walked in, you seemed like you and Socrates were...
How I wish you were right. One day we will have that man in here with us. I promise you that.
I might be back.
If you come back with a jar of oil, I promise to show you how grateful I am.
Han ska visa hur bra han är. Är detta en jävla bordell eller?
You should find Hippocrates in Argos. I'm sure you will.
You just got here. You can't leave already.
Nej, vad fan ska jag göra här inne då? Det finns inget att göra här inne. Det finns fan inga olja här inne.
Thank you for your help, my friend.
Ingen bordell utan en fest. Jo, där inne var det en bordell, Tompa. Hos han var det en bordell. Så det är det. Han håller på med en get. Var det inte en get som sprang ut genom dem? Du kan ju välja Pippa själv nästa gång. Nej, det tänker inte jag göra. Ljusolja, nej, han såg fan mig inte bra ut.
Find Hippocrates in Argos.
Ja, det fattar jag. Det är det. De pippar bra länge. Aha. Nu ska vi pippa då. Nu ska vi gå och pippa. Vad fan är den?
Just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
Ja, jag har olja. Vad fan ska du ha olja till?
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Så jag eller? Ja.
Time for some fun. You'll have to help me strip off these
Ja, vi kan...
thin robes.
Gladly. If you like, we can feed them to the goat.
There's another goat.
Får man inte se? Nej, det var snabbt.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta?
Hon letar efter sin mamma.
Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
You must mean...
Theatera? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts.
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anfusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusha in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
Oil and love. Ja.
Ah, here comes the one who claims to value drachmae over the noble path that leads to knowledge.
Like I told you, knowledge can't feed me.
But the mind must be fed as well.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
If you've been arguing this long and you haven't agreed yet, just give up.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasimachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder.
Cassandra har fina bröst.
Not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Ja.
Be absurd!
Hon har fina bröst. Hon har fina fasta bröst.
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers.
Kort Olle.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
Ja, Gesa tyckte med Cassandra är fin.
Guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades. when a swift retreat would save all their lives.
Hon skulle man ha. Pilla på hennes ben.
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops.
Gör så Broder Gerson och titta på benen istället. Nej, jag tittar på brösten istället. Inga ben.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all.
Gerson gillar ben, men jag gillar bröst.
You're wasting your time.
Aspasia.
Nu kommer, vem fan är hon? Vem fan är hon?
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate.
Aspasia.
Socrates is an interesting character. Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, now. To convince someone in this house, even your eyes must tell a lie. Fine, it was me. But my actions were personal, not political. We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust. These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn, but I feel a bit uncomfortable, to be honest. You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
Nej, Toppa!
I've been searching for a woman named Mirini, my mother. I think she may be in danger, and my search brought me here. What clues do you have to her whereabouts? A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos. He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else? Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth. I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway. That's all I have. There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort. What's his name? Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people. Thank you, Aspasia. When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Τούτο δέον εστίν γυαλγήν όταν είσαι μόνος και εν ηρεμία.
Τον ήπιον της.
I know.
Cassandra! I didn't send for you.
No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long time, but at least he'll be safe.
Why send Metiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to her, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members.
Hon har nästa hängbröst.
When he says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
Fungerar på spelet, din gamla runk. Jag sa ju bara det att hon hade häng. Hon hade häng, Tuto.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most
Häng, Tuto.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
I'm going Aculus.
There's a woman on the island of Chaos that I need to meet. I think I'll head there first.
I've heard there are pirates there.
I'll be sure to be careful.
Good. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia about Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay. Thanks. I knew I could count on you.
Ja, för vem är då börjar man somna. Och så hängpepor.
Come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Cassandra.
Άδικον εστί. Αθωότατο σημείο. Διατίεμαι.
Ja. Det ska vi göra. Ha det gött. Det ska vi göra, Gerson. Vi tar den. På den ön. Cassandra, hon sjunger bra.
I don't see any soldiers here. Only pirates. They must be running the whole island.
Hallå, Gökan.
God's have
Gökan.
mercy.
You want mercy? Those who trade in slaves anywhere on my island will be marked as slaves themselves, then hauled to Attica and fed to the system they tried to profit from. Get this scum out of my sight.
I thought all pirates were slavers.
And you are?
My name is Cassandra.
Well, Cassandra, we're all thought to be murderers too. So, tell me why I shouldn't kill you right here.
I was told you're a trader of information.
Among other things, yes.
I'm looking for someone.
Sneaking into my city is a strange way to make a first impression.
I needed to speak with you directly. I didn't think your pirates would just let me walk up and knock.
Then speak.
I'm looking for a woman. She left Sparta when I was a child.
I'll need more than that, Cassandra.
She has birthmarks on her arm that form the constellation Aquila.
Now, that is something I can work with. Just who exactly is this woman?
My mother.
She's my mother. I haven't seen her since I was a child.
So, you're on a quest to find your family?
Something like that.
Then your path is not an easy one.
Aspasia is the one who sent me to find you.
Aspasia? Now why would she do that?
She said you might have information that could help me in my search.
You can have anything for the right price.
And what is that price?
One you can afford, I'm sure.
Here, take your drachmi.
Nothing feels better than a heavy purse filled with coin.
The information I need. How long will it take?
I already have it.
You do?
Your Merimni now sails under the name of Finikas. She started as a member of my crew, but we parted ways not too long ago.
Mamma!
I'm leaving soon. Chaos is your home. But this isn't my
Är det Cassandras mamma?
my purpose.
Ja, det är hon ju.
What you're looking for, Finikas. I can't stop until I do. You are a great pirate. And you are an even greater friend. Don't forget me.
Hon är på en ö.
Do you know where she is now?
She sailed southeast with her crew in search of a greater calling.
She was part of your crew?
For a time.
Why did she leave?
Much too interested in the politics of war. Waste of a good pirate, if you ask me. I haven't heard from her since she left.
Chaos is a long way from Sparta. How did your paths cross?
On the sea, long ago. In her, I saw a better life. In me, she found freedom. Together, we owned the waves.
I can't believe she was a pirate.
She's the kind of woman who, once she sets her mind to something, gets it done.
Thank you.
Home isn't a place. It's the people you're with. If you don't find what you're looking for, there's a place for you here.
You are so outmatched.
Good luck with your search.
Hon använder det vapnet. Hon skulle man ha. Det där Cassandra. Hon är större än Cassandra. Men Cassandra är snyggare än henne. Han är det. Ska man ha fullt med vakter runt sig? Ja, jag såg det. Det var bra.
The world's better off without him.
Hur fan kan han vara död? Det sista ska vi hitta.
This didn't end well for you.
Butchery.